Thank you for calling Council for Discipline. Press 1 for Mark,
If I were to
2
guess,
for Kent, 3 for Jared,
I'll
and
hit
4
1
for
and
Elena.
it will ring this time, all the way through to voice mail instead of one ring.
Mark Weber.
Mark?
Yes.
Hey, this is Justin Riddle.
Oh, hey, Justin. Sorry I missed you yesterday. We're in our bar meeting, annual meeting, and I'm in meetings all week, but got today or this morning off at least.
Sure. Do you have time to meet, or do you have time to talk?
I have time to talk, yeah.
Sure. So, you sent me a letter, and it says that you received a complaint in July. You don't show me who this complaint is for, what it's from. Where would I find that complaint?
I have it now. We don't actually always make those public.
Well, I'm not the public. I'm
this
the
is a
accused.
complaint.
That's a huge difference. So.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, well, I got you. Yeah, it's something with your charterwest.com, avoiding lawyers and offering legal advice.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see the complaint.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm being accused of something, and you guys are asking me to sign something, but you didn't show me what the accusation was. That's just basic due process.
You a summary of it.
No, I want to see it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not so sure we're going to release that.
Well, and I'm not so sure that you even have something that exists, because if you received a complaint, but you can't specifically... Okay, summarize it for me.
Well, I'm driving right now. I tell you what, why don't you send me an email?
No.
And
No.
Oh, okay.
You said you could talk. You just said you could talk. I asked. Okay, you can't summarize it perfectly, but what can you tell me about it? What did it say that led you guys to conclude...
The charterwest.com that you're using as your, quote, business name is...
I don't use it as a business name.
Well, you use it as an email address or website, and...
I own the website, yes.
And you're... Okay, fine, I know that. You're offering advice on civil litigation and appeals.
Such as? What kind of advice? General advice or specific case-specific advice?
Well, I guess you got me in a bad mood. I'm not in the mood to be cross-examined. I'm presenting you with what we have as allegations that you're maybe practicing law without a license. I don't know if you're doing it for profit.
No, you...
That's not necessarily required.
So what you're saying is that somebody said that they think my website is too technical of general information, because Wikipedia also presents information like that. What is courtroom etiquette? There's a million websites that aren't legal that say, what is courtroom etiquette? That's the kind of information.
We received a complaint about you. And that's...
But what was the complaint? See, you haven't answered me, and this is what I don't understand. You've had it for 3 months, according to your notes. So, in 3 months and an investigation, you can't even tell me what the actual complaint was about. Just that generally they thought I might be practicing law because of the website? So how did you make the conclusion that I was? Who was in charge of the investigation?
I don't have the complaint in front of me. The UPL Commission reviews complaints upon receipt and directs me to make further inquiry, which is why I sent you a letter.
But you said you've already made your conclusion.
UPL Commission asked me to inquire and get your position
So it says,
on whether or not you're offering legal advice and practicing law without a license.
the commission reviewed the complaint and attached documents. Based upon its initial review of the facts provided by the commission, it appears you are offering legal services to Nebraskans without proper licensure. So that's a conclusion. That's what it appears to you.
Yep.
So what?
That's what it appears to the commission.
Based.
I'm the messenger.
Okay, but so who do I need to talk to? Because if we're going to play this same game that I always play, which is, sir.
Always. So you've done this more than once.
Not with you folks, but I've done it with the Attorney General. I've done it with the Ombudsman's office. I've done it with Omaha Public Schools. Did they set you up? You literally don't know anything about me, do you? They set you up. Who set you up?
I know.
You got set up because I guarantee it wasn't some random complaint. You got set up. Probably by the same person who got set up by Baird Home last week. I'm telling you, you got set up because you know what I'm going to do now? I spent some time last night. I'm just going to give you my playbook because you deserve it. First Amendment violation, freedom of speech. By trying to muzzle my sharing of knowledge, if I was, which I'm not, which is why I know you guys have zero evidence or documents of anyone. It says you have documents proving, let's see, it says, where's that? Referral, let's see. I know it says authorized practice. The commission started.
Well, you don't have to read it to me. I know. I authored the letter. So
sure.
Why don't you respond?
I'm not. Let me explain something to you.
And you say you have First Amendment rights. Everybody knows that. But if you deny the allegations, then tell us.
Hold on. You missed the point. They set you up, and it's gonna make. Look, I've always wanted to go argue in front of SCOTUS. I did argue in front of Nebraska Supreme Court, and I won unanimously. Now I have a reason, because I'm going to eviscerate the unauthorized practice of law. It's unconstitutional. It violates the First Amendment in several ways, the 14th, the 6th, the 9th. It's an ethical violation. It's a substantive due process violation. There's multiple ethical violations. It's a conflict of interest. 13th Amendment.
Argue on the phone all day long, but it'd be nice.
Hold on. What would be nice would be to know how you guys came to. You're asking me, and I've already told you that you have no evidence. There's no real complaint. I've never practiced law. I don't charge anything for advice. Nobody asks me for advice. Everybody I know thinks they're annoyed that I talk so much about the law that I'm involved with my cases. So I know you guys are lying. Why are you lying is the question. You can't even explain to me how you came to your conclusion.
I didn't come to the conclusion, the commission did.
And how do I speak with them?
Like I said,
because if we've just got this arbitrary commission that is going to hide in the background like everybody.
Hide the allegations and state your position. And
hold on. You sent me a letter saying you want me to sign something off.
This is not productive. Well, then refuse to sign it.
I'm not stupid. But my point is, this right here is retaliation. It's harassment.
Retaliation.
Absolutely, it's retaliation. It came the same day as the motion to dismiss from that case from last week, after she got set up and realized she couldn't dismiss it with prejudice because I was correct. So the very next day, all of a sudden, you guys, what took?
Talking about.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So okay, let's do this. Legally, I'm going to sue. I'm going to sue you guys for this if you do not provide me even at least a redacted something that shows the date and my name in the complaint, because I know it doesn't exist and I want to go to discovery, because when I prove that'll make it even easier. Either you're going to provide it to me or I'm going to compel it. And nobody wants me to do it. That, everybody's going to hide and lie just like they have. The Attorney General, they put lies in writing. When I tried to get them to fix it, you know what they did? They trespassed me from the office and my mother. You're all a bunch of liars. And I am going to make sure the world knows it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then how did you, then hold on, then why are you so evasive? If you don't know who I am, why aren't you answering the question simply?
Well, obviously I know who you are. I sent you a letter and you responded.
Yeah, but your whole investigation, by the time you sent that letter, you should be able to say to me, sir, somebody said this specifically. We looked, we determined it was true. What you're saying as well, something about a website that maybe gives some legal advice, and, you've got a YouTube and you tell people how to do things. And, well, you know what? I'm allowed to say what I want. Anybody can say what they want. It's not a threat. It's not illegal. I'm not telling anybody specifically, hey, do this, that, and this with this case on this thing. So you guys are harassing and threatening me with this letter, and I want to know what brought it on.
All right. Have a nice day, sir.
I promise you.